just first really proud of our kids and the way they fought and prepared. But obviously it stinks to not get the win tonight, and we didn't play good enough in the critical moments. Had a turnover with probably 3 minutes to go or 4 minutes to go, and then obviously didn't execute fourth and whatever it was there. And it really came down to those few plays in a game like this. But man, it's a lot of hurt in that locker room, and it stinks. Our kids gave themselves a chance to win the Iron Bowl tonight, and that's going to stick with us for a while.
Coach, after everything you guys went through last week, obviously the tough loss against New Mexico State, what does it say about this team? They gave Alabama everything they wanted tonight.
Proud of the way our kids fought and prepared. That's the way an Auburn Tiger should do it every single week. Obviously, it's a little easier when you're playing in this magnificent, awesome rivalry, but it makes the hurt that much more when you don't get it done. But I'm proud of the way that they fought and bounced back, and I thought they executed our plan pretty well, and gave us a chance to win the game.
You can talk about that the last play, that 4th and 31 defensively, the decision maybe to not pressure him and sit back.
I mean, you can second guess it. You just got to play with vision, and we got 9 guys back there, and just play with vision and make a play on the ball and knock it down. And he felt like he was shoved off, but I couldn't tell. But you can pressure him, and then you got one-on-ones and they throw it up. You can do that if you want, or you can play. I like the call. I just think we got to just sit back there with vision and knock the ball down.
Hugh, the muff punt, correct me if I'm wrong, was that Coy back there or Keontae?
It was Keontae.
Keontae, just the how big that play was in this game.
Keontae is one of our leaders. He's an incredible teammate, and no one will hurt more than him. But obviously it was, that was vital. We got a 4-point lead, and we have the ball there with under 4 minutes left in the game and a couple first downs, and this thing's getting wound down.
Coach, so many times this year we've heard you say that these games come down to vital decisions here or there. Anything that stands out in your mind? Was there a reason that Coy was back on that punt instead of Keontae?
Was it Coy? I thought it was Keontae. All right.
Coy.
I'll have to ask Tanner. Yeah, it would have to be Keontae. Must have taken himself out.
Hey, Coach, over here. I know you said there's a lot of hurt in that locker room right now. What do you even say to a locker room after a loss like that?
I don't think any coach has the words. You tell them you love them, that we'll learn from it and get through it, but it's going to hurt, and there's no way around it, and you're going to have to walk through the hurt.
Hey, Coach, actually here doing a story on Keldrick Falk, number 15, incoming freshman. Can you talk a little bit about the incoming freshman class and how they're already proving positive gains already?
Yeah, we, Keldrick's a very important, part of our freshman class for sure, and several of them have contributed to us this year, and look forward to them being a foundation for the future.
Hugh, what kind of change between the first and second half with Peyton Thorne? He was 2 for 10 in the first half, and then he was kind of, better in the second.
Yeah, we didn't change anything. It was all still in the game plan that we had, and I didn't think he threw real accurate balls a couple times in the first half, and there was a couple that were dropped too that, were all of those are so magnified in this game, and then but he did play a really good second half, I thought.
Alabama front, big physical guys. You guys ran the football and had a great running day. Let's talk about what you saw from the run game today, and Peyton doing that too.
Well, we had a good plan, and they do have a really good front, and but our backs and tight ends and O-line took it personal. We knew we had to run the football to win this game, and thought we ran it well enough to win it. Just came up short.
Coach, talk about Javarius Johnson's development in the second half. It seemed like every pass was going his direction. He kept on making plays. Talk about his effort and how that contributed to the second half play.
Yeah, he was really vital to the plan. And once he decided this year that he was going to adhere to the standards that we want of how we want to go about our work, he's gotten better and better, and that's good to see for him.
I know you're very disappointed with the result, but the atmosphere, the recruits you had here, just the way you all played, are you pleased at least the type of performance you put on in front of these people?
Well, we have the best fans in the country, and that atmosphere tonight is, off the charts, best I've ever been a part of, and just wish we were out there celebrating right now together. But we do have a lot of good recruits here, and hopefully they see, even in year one, we're not, we can close the gap pretty fast on the upper echelon of this conference.
Coach, obviously this loss stings like the one did against Georgia, but in your first year as head coach, do you feel accomplished by any means that what you've been able to do with this team, having two very close games against top teams?
Well, if you isolate it to those two games, you feel like you've done some good things, but it's hard when we get judged in this game on wins and losses. And we all know that when we get signed up for it, and when you have a chance to win one like we did tonight against a team that's playing for our conference championship next week and our rival, it's hard to feel anything but hurt and disappointment. And you wish, like I said earlier, you were out there with the Auburn faithful and celebrating another Iron Bowl win at Jordan-Hare.
We'll finish up over here on the side.
Coach, this first year, it's not exactly what you expected, but for the next years, what does vision look like for Auburn University?
Well, we're gonna be one of the elite programs in the country, and I really didn't have a vision for this year other than to try to get us to a bowl game and improve us from week to week. And I can't say that that every week I have felt like that, and that's why you're hard on yourself as a coach. And we've got to look at ourselves as coaches every single week, every single day, and are we demanding a standard that's going to get us to that elite status? That combined, obviously, with recruiting classes that are comparable to the upper echelon. I mean, we can't recruit in the 30s and 40s and 50s and expect all of a sudden to walk out there and just be great coaches. And it's a combination. You've got to coach to a certain standard, and you've got to, recruit somewhere close to level par to the way those guys and some others in this league are.